EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Los Angeles Rams. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fighting his way through contact. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. And right away, he lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
Man, and he hits him in stride. And the Rams are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there, with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Score: Rams 7, Falcons 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here. First and 10. And complete to Drake London. Yeah, they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Well, this defense for the Rams, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Well, this one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 36 yards on the play.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, There wasn't anybody close enough to stop him, and he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line, so if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple of more times.
Bombers.
Off the play fake, Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Third and goal. This L.A. Rams defense will try to bow up once more. No one left in the backfield as they send a man left. Under pressure now, he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. He loses a full 5 yards there on the sack, and it also brings up fourth down. Fourth and goal.
Sly able to put this one through. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on fourth and goal anyway, but the sack on third down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that, and this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Let's go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
60 Bison. Ready.
They go play action here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, the Rams had 7-4 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
2nd and 10.
Come on. Panther Street. Bronco 80. Hurt. Right there. Hurt. Ready.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Get it. Hawk 70.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
A 2-yard
We can make this one pretty simple. Blocked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay a 4-point game.
Well, listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
It will be out of bounds just shy of the 40. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10.
Running left, Taylor.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
You talk about this Rams defense.
Yeah, they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB. It easily...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
Check, check. Ready.
They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. They're going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
14. Falcons 3.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
1st and 10, Taylor now. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
You talk about this Rams defense.
And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
And it's going to be caught by Pitts.
And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 21. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
And they'll go on the ground. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
2nd and 7. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down and 6.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Nix to the air. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have got it back to within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Oh, good return up past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
Throwing to start the drive. Patton. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st down and goal to go.
Come on. 60.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Panther 60. 70 Lions. Dragon 60. Ready?
Back to throw. Patton. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Cougar 19.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
A gain of 5 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
70 Lions.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game, 3 first-half touchdowns. As his guys are able to extend their lead. An extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Rams 21, Falcons 10.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Up past the 30, second down coming up.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. There'll be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
To throw is Nix. This pass is caught by London. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Well, it worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd and 5.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
40 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now it's Nix.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10. Motion man right is Rice. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Looking to throw. Patton. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And it's 2nd down.
Ready? 19, 18.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line.
brought down. That is
3 yards is the
8-yard
pickup, but it leaves them
It's
still
a
needing
gain of 3.
11 here on third
Brings
down.
up 3rd and 11.
The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. But the contact well timed there, and now fourth down. Here comes the Rams punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive, as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
17 yards.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Off the bootleg, here's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, a 10-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 21-17.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
28-yard line.
Ready, break.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 tight, 19 tight. Ready.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
From the gun on third down, Patton.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Watts.
And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
He'll take over first and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
Here's Nix. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Brings up second
and we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
from the 23. Here's second and a couple. On the counter, it's Taylor.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
And it brings up 3rd down.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on 3rd.
Throwing Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A field goal helps, but a touchdown gets you the lead. That had to be the message transmitted in the huddle. And they delivered there as that throw is going to keep the drive alive. And even better than that, set them up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
At the Rams' 6-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that gives them a 3-point lead.
21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
32-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the 2nd half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s, back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First run of the game here for Dameon Pierce. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
Pierce, the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw.
Patton.
He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Yards on the play.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go now. Catch the Eagles. Catch the Eagles. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Looking to throw. Patton.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
60 Bison. Ready.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. It's Williams on the catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
That's another Rams.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Ready.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And his kick here is good. And that will tie us at 24 all. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. He might take this all the way. He will take this all the way. Touchdown.
We've sat in a lot of meetings, and they always talk about the offense taking advantage of beginning a half. Plus, special teams coaches don't listen to that. They want to take advantage with their own unit, and they just did.
Yeah, they trailed in the locker rooms, and they changed that immediately.
I think they drew that one up special. That felt like something he pulled out of his pocket that he'd been holding for a while, and they were able to use it effectively.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Back to throw. Nix. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It's J.O.
Okay, Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah in there for the sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And the Rams are going offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
At the 29-yard line.
Get it! 70 Lions! Go!
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Hot 70! Hot 70! Hot, hot!
And he comes back with one complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Stephanie! Third!
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
51 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
18 Cardinal! 18 Cardinal! Viking 18!
2nd and 3. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Here we go. Step. Step.
On the end around, here comes Williams. And that would cover beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the 1st down play. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Buffalo 18. Ready.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away.
And now it's third.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football in the places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Come on. Set. We're hiking 18. Check out.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So give them 3 on that drive. Normally you'd say, we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
At their own 26-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
And was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? Just got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Give him 32 on the play. Looking to throw. Nix. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it without a flow. Incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Bombers.
Nix to throw again. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And this is back down to a 7-point game. So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within 1 score.
It certainly does, because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. They'll go in for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
The score, Rams 41, Falcons 27.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
26-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Short throw caught by Pitts. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
The coach is always harped on the quarterback reading the defense and getting into the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 22-yard line. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Motion man right is Rice. Nix looking to throw again. Open man right side is Rice. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Rashee Rice, his first touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
34.
Joey Slye out to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's going to be out of bounds. Here's the run back. We'll leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
18-yard line.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Go.
Back to throw. Patton. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Bronco 80.
Pierce now up the middle. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down in the 31. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground, keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, Above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Panther 11, Panther 11.
Operating from the gun, Patton. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Falcons are right back in this football game.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Quan Martin there on the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Nix to the air. Throw left side. There's London. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 43 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 75 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Atlanta.
Ready. Bombers.
To throw is Nix.
Wide open receiver complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Falcon passing game looking good on this drive as they get the 1st down.
1st down, Falcons.
They'll run the toss here with Taylor.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Now it's Nix.
This will be caught at about the 5. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that's going to bring up 3rd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw, here's Nix. And he will not be able to hang on to the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. This to Pitts, and he's got it. Touchdown, Atlanta. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Slide for the PAT.
And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Come on.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Cougar 19.
Looking to throw. Patton.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself.
And he's able to get up here to the 26.
Well, this has certainly turned into a showcase game for what he can do on the ground, because they're just continuing to give him chances to run it, and he's earning every additional carry by putting up positive yardage on each run.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Ready.
Operating from the gun. Patton. Into the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Ready. Pass the 60. Pass Cougar 19.
Back to throw. Patton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now a whistle and a timeout defensively. Trying to stop it, and they do with 2 seconds to go prior to the 2-minute warning.
Ready.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Let's go. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
Looking to throw. Patton. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 19.
Get up. 60 Bison. 60 Bison. Get up.
Goes out left. It's caught by Williams.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Jamison Williams
From 19 yards away.
And the Rams are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Rams 48, Falcons 40.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
26-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20.
Yes, down by a touchdown. They needed a big play here quickly, and they got one. And now, plenty of time. No need to panic, but you do need to move quickly.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Falcons have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Joey Sly set to kick
Now
off.
this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. Viking 18. Buffalo 18.
Throwing to start the drive. Patton. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, 2-yard gain's just not going to cut it in this situation. You've got to move the ball downfield in order to have a chance.
Defense will give them that the rest of the way.
Here comes 2nd down.
Operating from the gun. Patton.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane.
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
18 Cardinals. 18 Cardinals. 79 Broncos. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready?
From the gun on 3rd down. Patton.
He's got his target. That's complete. Oh, but he can't get out of bounds. He'll have the 1st down, but he's brought down in play.
1st down.
Now a timeout called for by the offense, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger. Ready, ready?
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
70. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. 70 Timberwolves. Go.
Here's a give up the middle. And he'll get it down to the plane at the 37. And the Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is second and long.
Second and 18 at the 40.
Off the play fake.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Sets up a third
Oh,
down.
man, late in the tight ball game, every play so critical. You feel like you've got to find a way to come up with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. And here in overtime, a quick reminder, the game no longer ends following an offensive touchdown on the opening drive. Both sides will have the chance to possess the ball unless there's a defensive touchdown. In that case, the game will end right there. So possession in overtime first goes to the Atlanta Falcons, and we are back underway. Now with him and a loose football. And it looks like the Rams might have it, and they do have it. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Off play action. Patton.
That is caught. Touchdown. They strike first here in overtime.
So the game-winning touchdown came through the air in overtime. 4 quarters wasn't enough. We were treated to a really good one, weren't we, partner?
That we were, and I just love being able to be witness to a game like this all the way through. Who's going to win it? Oh, what? We're getting overtime? Great for us. A lot of tension on the field. Very tough. Not a surprise it ended with a passing touchdown. That's the way we play in the NFL. But the execution was pretty darn good.
So for L.A., it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.